All right, yeah, and as you kind of say that, while you can see Silas actually perk up and actually kind of get at a ready position, and he just looks over to you. While did you hear that? And
I don't know, did I?
You did not hear anything.
Oh, no.
All right. Silas then goes to try to pick up he slowly approaches the center here and tries to go and pick up this black shard as who would even have this? Mizu, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. Okay, you're good. A 20.
I mean, she has a +4. What are you on about?
Yeah.
So immediately, Mizu, you specifically, despite not even being in the room, the second that you can see Silas goes to go and try to reach for this, you can hear in your mind just this ungodly, ghastly whisper of...
Oh.
In reaction, she immediately shouts out for him to stop.
And the second that you do, he freezes and, in fact, actually goes and leaps back a couple of feet.
Yeah.
And
while also frozen in place, by the way. Like,
yeah, even as he does, is you can still hear it in your mind. Is you can hear it. It's still the same ghastly whispering, but you can hear in your mind.
It did pick it up.
I did not hear a single word.
Yeah, you can hear it whisper very, very delicately in your mind. Weave, Aresh.
Oh.
And it is at that point that you can immediately see a dark mist kind of ejecting from the painting that is on the floor. And the whispers themselves, it just keeps repeating the same words. Weave, Aresh, border, weave, Aresh, border.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's great.
And then immediately as all of that is happening, you notice the smoke and gas coalesce into this dark, vaguely humanoid form as this creature appears in front of you.
Oh
boy. Oh boy.
And immediately, I need everybody in just a second here. Let me just make sure the encounter is up. All right. I need everybody to roll initiative.
I guess it kind of makes sense. She was the one who heard it.
Yeah, she was the one that was on edge.
All right, so as everything gets set, in fact, actually, I completely forgot the fucking music.
Wait, Sigurdhur isn't on the list.
Huh?
Sigurdhur isn't on the
Yes,
list.
he is.
What? Where? I don't.
He's 14.
Yes,
Oh, there it is. Oh, it didn't. For some reason, the chat didn't scroll down for me.
Yeah, same. I was confused about that as well.
Okay, so as this gets set, let me just turn this on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Immediately at top of the turn order is... actually, Mizu, I'm not seeing you on there.
I don't even see the turn
I
order,
clicked
by the
on
way.
Coco.
She counted for
Yeah,
first.
hold
Oh my
on.
god.
How do I...
Oh, there it is.
put this up? Okay.
Never mind, just going on.
Coco is the actual mage. Mizu is just the robot.
Yeah, click on yourself and hit roll initiative. Actually, no, it did. It rolled a 23. Sorry, I'll add that for you. Okay. Yeah, it popped you on there. I'll edit this to a 23.
I had a nat 20, baby.
Oh, this is gonna. This
Yeah.
is gonna be painful to.
Okay, so immediately starting off, Mizu, it is your turn, and the second that you see Silas back off and this thing coalesces, you immediately hear that whispering in your head speed up. Almost and it is almost as if it is trying to look. You can feel almost like water running on top of a rock. It is almost trying to implant something in your mind.
Ew.
Oh, ew.
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh shit, wait. We only had a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have no spells.
Me neither. Shit. Oh fuck, what do I do?
Cast Fire 4.
Firaga.
I mean, first of all, I would like Silas to not be in there.
Mm.
Because that seems dangerous. I mean, actually, never mind.
Oh, actually, hold on, I forgot to...
I was about to say, Silas probably has more... He can probably do more than we can at the moment, so...
Oh, yeah, he certainly can, but that's not a great initiative roll.
Oof, okay. I mean... Shit. Hold on. I can do... a chromatic orb. I still have 2 level 1 slots left. The thing is, while you're in the way.
What do you mean? Like, you can, you can't end your turn where I am, but you can still move where I am.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you can move through him because he's an ally.
Alright, so I can move here. You know what? I'll be protective older sister, Mizu. Even though he's technically older, I think.
You don't know.
I actually don't know yet. Protective Mizu goes in and uses Chromatic Orb in self-defense. First level spell. And it's gonna be... Ice.
Alright.
Where is it? Oh, cold. There you go.
Cool.
Alright. Yeah, that still does hit.
Oh.
So you go and you coalesce this orb of cold in your hands, and sure enough, your mark does strike it right in the chest. However, while it does explode, it does not seem to do anything to the creature. It appears immune.
Oh shit.
Oh boy. Boy. Okay.
This is fine. This is fine.
I will ready my bonus my reaction for shield, and that'll be it from me.
You're just
Okay.
gonna sit. You're just gonna stand there.
Yeah, I'm protecting Wylle. She's still. Listen.
Oh.
What was that?
So that's part of the combat effect. I forgot to hit start on the combat just so that
Yeah.
it will actually show the pop-up for everybody.
I was just about to
sorry.
say. Okay, I was just about to say. I mean, you have to think about it. Mizu was the only one during the null fight who didn't get hurt. She's gonna obviously be worried.
Okay, so now it is Coco's turn.
Can Coco try and steal the rock candy?
I would say, yeah, it's just big enough that he will have to spend a full action for it, so you can try that.
Skedaddle, skedoodle.
All right.
God.
So he goes up and he is able to grab the crystal itself, and he has that in his mouth now.
Oh no.
And then he skedaddle, skedoodle.
Oh no.
Just a second. Did we ever set his AC?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Hold on a second.
I mean, it can't be anything too wild. Probably something around the lines of like.
Yeah, the only wild thing here as well.
I'm gonna strangle you.
Yeah, I think we had set. Yeah.
We chose a weasel, I remember.
Yeah, I believe we did.
Yep, you did.
Come on, where is the AC of a weasel?
I swear, if Coco ends
13.
up exploding all over the place.
No.
As Coco goes and leaves the sphere of influence on this thing, it does go and make a make an attack roll.
It's on Wylle right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, as Coco leaves its sphere of influence, you can see this thing kind of reach out a ghastly hand as Claws attempts to rake at Coco and just barely miss his back as fur come off.
Bruh.
Great. now I
He
gotta
does
protect
make
Coco.
it out.
Coco made it. Let's go, Pog.
All right. So yeah, Coco has now made it out, and is that all of the movement he's going to take?
He's on Wylle. Good luck, Wylle.
Okay.
Of course he is. Okay,
All right, and is that his turn?
Yes.
probably.
Okay. Yeah, Wylle, it is now your turn.
Sorry, I had to yawn. Yeah, Wylle is like he already told him he was tired, but he starts playing his little flute like the dork he is, and gives Silas some inspiration, just because he has a feeling that he's going to be able to do a lot more than either him or Mizu are going to be able to. And tells him, just a quick, "You're our only shot here. No pressure or anything. And I will try and cast Vicious Mockery on the dude.
All right.
Just really berating him on the fact that he looks absolutely monstrously disgusting.
Okay. And that is a wisdom save.
A 15, yeah.
Just gonna hammer it into him. Your pussy
Yeah,
stacking up the
as you go and attempt to berate this thing straight out of existence, you can feel those dark tendrils etching into your mind as well as you begin to hear it chanting, "Weave Aresh border,"
Bastard.
and it appears to be unaffected by your vicious mockery.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Or at the very
Ah.
least, to be completely clear, it's saved.
Yeah.
Sigurdhur, your last shot, punch it.
Yeah. That's everything I can do, sadly. So that's my turn.
All right. So now it is the creature's turn. Given the couple of motions against it already, it is going to go and then immediately go and reach up into the air as you hear a howling rage of as it goes and casts its howling babble, which all of you immediately just feel pounding in your head. Everybody make a wisdom saving throw.
This one's gonna hurt. Ignore me.
Yeah, wisdom, right? Okay.
This one's.
All right, yeah, Silas saves.
Oh,
no.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. God.
Okay, so
No, Ziggy!
okay, so I now need to roll for damage.
Oh no.
Okay, so Wylle and Mizu, both of you immediately take 9 points of psychic damage.
Oh, that's cool.
You can feel a severe chill roll up your spine, and you can feel almost your muscles seizing up in fear, but you can just barely resist the effects. Sigurdhur, you take. You know what? Actually, hold on. What would this even be?
Yeah, give it to me, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, you take 18 points of psychic damage, and you are now considered stunned until the end of your next turn, as this thing looks like something straight out of your nightmares, something that your grandmother or grandparents would have told you to keep you from going into the forest at night.
Oh wait, what? No. Okay. Why do I get the status wounded?
I believe it is part of our active combat thing. I have to still fine-tune that. Just leave it on for now. We'll deal with it later.
Sure.
There's a lot of effects that are supposed to apply themselves automatically, so that all the combat can be run smoothly. Obviously, we're still going to have to smooth that out, but whatever. And as it kind of makes that save. In fact, actually, hold on. I need to put that because Silas did take that as well. Is that howling pulse just sends all of these vivid images of a foggy nighttime border across your mind, just assailing you with information as it ends its turn right where it is, and it is going to then go and move up in front of Silas. Then, still somewhat reeling from pain, Silas kind of grasps his head and shakes it a bit, and then reaches down to go and spend his bonus action putting his mask back on, as he then goes and is going to go and make an attack. And you see him go and he goes and actually swings a kick at this thing with his up armored legs, and actually manages to make a pretty severe gash in this smoke creature. But you do see that eventually it does fully reform as it takes 5 damage. And with that, he is going to then go and kind of position himself kind of as much in front of both you and the creature as he can at the moment, Mizu, and that is going to be where he has to end his turn. And then Sigurdhur, I am sorry, you are stunned, which does take up your action. As you eventually, just through sheer force of will, are able to go and shake the stunning hold that this thing has over you as you end your turn and you are no longer stunned.
Thank God. Thank you.
It is now Mizu's turn again.
Okay.
So this smoke creature is directly in your face now.
I'm assuming it wants the rock candy.
You don't know. All you know is that it has been assailing your mind. Oh.
Oh, huh?
Yeah, Anne, are you trying to take that off of yourself?
No, I just did very bad math. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I can see that it automatically keeps applying wounded to you. I need to modify that. Don't try to keep fooling with that.
Okay, sure. I'm not touching.
Okay, so yeah, as this thing is just bearing down on you, or this thing's probably 6-7 feet tall, and just looks like this smoke-filled mass that is roiling around a central face that peers up out of the top of the creature.
Oh shit, man. There's not really a lot that Mizu can do besides. I want to keep my first level spell for a shield, just in case. Yeah, I'm gonna water bolt it up, man. Water bolt it up.
All right. I believe in this case you do have to roll with disadvantage because you are in melee.
No need.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, you go and you coalesce the water in your hand and attempt to go and strike at this thing, but it goes awry and ends up landing in one of the corners, striking a cobweb.
I feel like since the earlier attack kind of messed with her head, it messed with her aim as well, so she stumbles back and lands on her butt before she tries to like scramble back onto her feet and like shuffle closer to the door.
All right.
You can tell she's a little bit panicked, and aside from readying the shield as her reaction, that's where I'm ending it.
All right. Coco's turn.
Coco is gonna pull on the hood, or like not pull on the hood actually. Coco is gonna put the little rock inside of Wylde's hood, and then
God damn.
and then Oh, Sigurdhur isn't stunned anymore, right?
No, I'm good.
No, you can see that he has now regained composure.
Okay, Coco's still gonna leap over and be all protective and stuff. And that's where he ends
Alright.
his turn.
Okay. Wylle, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'll be honest, Wylle is not expecting this to go well at all. His immediate first reaction after seeing the leg getting like cut and then immediately like reforming, he ain't fucking with this. I'll just put it straight up. He's just gonna scream, "Everyone run!" And he will also, as he passes Siggy, he will tell him, "Pick up the body." Specifically, you know, the one that's lying here. So that's 30 feet. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Can I do this? Oh, I can.
Oh, yeah. I also forgot to mention, because it doesn't show up on my end, but yeah, there should be a command console that's down in the bottom left-hand corner that should allow you guys to end your turns. And it should also be keyed into what actions you have available, just in case you want to, like, quick cast stuff. Kind of like Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. If you don't have it, you can press the little two swords at the top left. It should be, if you hover over it, it should be called Toggle Argon Combat HUD. It'll be in there.
Yes. Yeah, that is the Argon Combat HUD that we are utilizing. Very, very handy stuff. Okay, so now it is the creature's turn, and you can actually see it go and... Mizu, while it is up in your face, you can see it not actually go and look at you. You can see it go and point at Silas, and you can see some form of dark mist start surrounding him. And
Oh,
he
shit.
needs to make...
Is shove a reaction?
No, shove is an action.
Fuck.
It is something that you can prepare, but you have to have stated that you were preparing it. And
Is it possible to maybe stand between and use my shield reaction instead?
Shield is a personal reaction, but your movement has to be made on your turn unless you have specifically been... unless you have specifically stated that that is going to be your readied action.
Oh yeah, earlier I said that I was readying my shield still.
Yes,
Yeah, but
shield is a casting range of self.
Exactly.
It only works on you, but,
yeah, but
the problem is your movement. You
okay.
cannot move unless it is your turn,
Thank you for
unless
clarifying.
you specifically stated that it was going to be prepared.
Okay.
So if you stated that you want that, like, somebody was going to, like, about to be attacked and you had shield on yourself and you were wanting to, like, ready your action to be able to move in front of somebody, that would take both your readied action and your reaction to do so. But because you only have your reaction to use shield, you are not able to move, unfortunately.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Yep. Yeah, I just want to make sure that that's getting stated. Less for you and more for the recording. But yeah, you do see that that as it goes and goes and tries to set this darkening mist around Silas, you can see him kind of wave his hand in front of him, dispersing the mist, as whatever it appears to have tried to do has failed. And it is at this point that it's let me see, that it goes and then moves through here. So hold on. Yeah, is immediately you can see the creature go and pass through the wall and disappear through it. And it is at that point, Mizu, you can actually, yeah, you already had your reaction prepared for shield, so I don't believe you're able to take opportunity attacks.
Good question. I don't know how opportunity attacks work.
I think it's only You used the reaction?
Okay, yeah, we'll just roll with that. So yeah, Mizu, you can roll a melee weapon attack if you'd like with your quarterstaff, and Silas is going to do the same.
With my +1 strength.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Bro?
Yeah, no, you go and take a proper swing at this thing, and you do seem to dissipate a bit of it as it goes through, which I'm assuming is going to be 2 hit damage, so you end up dealing a bit of damage to it here. As Silas does much of the same, he goes and swings another kick at the thing as it is going through, and it appears to disperse quite a large chunk of it at that point, as it appears to go and then squeeze through the slats in the wood in the wall. And that is going to end its turn. It is now Silas's turn. He goes and turns to the wall and then turns to you. It's passing through the walls. We have to go make sure that the others are all right. And he's then going to go and kind of speed past you into the actual room, and is then going to go and get over kind of next to go over and get next to Roderick, kind of almost preparing to kind of heave him up somewhere, and that is going to end his turn. Sigurdhur, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I'm finishing shaking this stone effect off my mind. I don't really know what's happening. I saw the thing phase through the wall, and part of Sigurdhur is tempted to just smash the wall open and like go grab the whatever that was from behind the wall. But he also sees Silas trying to heave his alchemist friend out of the way, and I think I would rather help him do that, if that is possible, that is.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. Go, and Silas has kind of prepared to, like, he's kind of got his hands underneath Roderick, so roll me an athletics check with advantage.
Did it roll in Foundry? No.
It
Shit.
didn't show up, no.
Okay.
I've got it in the game log.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the game log.
It does say that that is a 14 with advantage, so fairly easily Silas is able to go and basically scoop Roderick up, and you are able to go and get Roderick over your shoulder, and you are now considered carrying Roderick, so your movement speed is now halved.
Okay. Where should I take him?
Silas is going to say, it depends where the creature went. We have to keep him away from it at all costs.
Understood.
Otherwise, the border crossing could be waiting another set of months.
Ugh. I have 25 feet of speed left.
Halved.
Yeah, I know. And I'm going to halve them, so that's going to be 10.
Oh yeah, 50. Yeah, sorry.
10, 20, and I can't do the remaining 5. So I'm going to stand guard here and remain as vigilant as I possibly can of any wall or surface, including the floor.
All right. Yeah, luckily the couple of portions of the library, these 2 long sections that you're kind of in between, are about half body height, so you can see over them.
Okay, good. And this is where I will end my turn carrying that man.
All right. Just to see how this goes, just if you've got the combat HUD open, just hit end turn at the bottom.
Yeah, I shall.
Okay, yeah, so it does do that sound every time it's a new round. All right.
Kind of
All
fun.
right, yeah. Yeah, Mizu.
Is the window where they jumped out of still there?
No, it's not a window. They phased through gaps in the wall.
No, I'm talking about the window that Silas and Varys jumped out of.
Oh yeah, that's all the way at the other end of the building.
A part of me wonders if we can use it as a shortcut to escape. I do not have Featherfall though, that's the
Yeah, I was about to say if you wanted to hurt.
I mean, this is a bit of, this is something I pulled out of my ass, but I could use that. I think I saw water somewhere. She could make a water slide.
Maybe.
I don't know if that will work though, or at least how it'll be allowed, but
Yeah.
at least that would have been my suggestion, that she could have just used shape water to at least soften their landing.
Oh, this might be the idea.
Right?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to say what your action's gonna be. I mean, it's
No,
a good idea.
I'm
but-
asking if it's possible. Like, it doesn't, maybe not negate damage, but it might help them, possibly.
I mean, I'm gonna cut you off even before that you even get to what it would actually do. Is you know that generally with stuff like shaped water, it has to be done while you are standing in a spot, and you can actually go and like apply what you're going to do with it in that same like 6-second instance. It is not like you would basically have to drag the water trough that you saw earlier all the way out to where you're going to need to use it and then cast it.
So I'll need to ask someone for help, right? Possibly. Alright, then do we wanna be ballsy, guys?
Yeah.
Alright. Mizu rushes rushes through the door, joining in with Silas and the other guys, and then goes, I have an idea. Wait, the other gays. She rushes through the door, joins in with the others, and says, I have an idea, I need someone's help.
Sigurdhur's head peeks out to her, and like he seems ready to listen.
I mean, we have time at the moment. We don't know where it is, right?
Hey,
Alright.
that's the problem.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just like thinking, and Mizu didn't say that. Okay. Seeing that Sigurdhur was listening in, she then says, "What was it again? This here?
Hmm?
What was that again? The name of that thing?"
That's just a water trough.
Mizu then speaks up, seeing that Sigurdhur peaked. Seeing that Sigurdhur's interest was piqued, Mizu then speaks up again. There's a water trough in the next room. I need someone to carry it for me.
Yeah, Silas chimes up. I'll go and carry that. You handle Roderick.
I will. Sorry, I will.
Alright.
Gee, Sigurd, you got high pitched all of a sudden.
Alright, that was 15. Can I dash? No, I already moved. Never mind.
Yeah, you've used your movement, but you can still use your action to grant you another 30 feet of movement.
Okay, so that was 15. And if I dash... Oop, sorry. I'm gonna... Wait, that was... 20, 25, 30. And then another 30 over... where's the window?
The window is far down south.
So we have to go all the way to the south. Gotcha. Then I'll help carry the thing over there.
Here, Blade, I think? Or am I...
Yeah, down there.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Then Mizu goes through the door of the room that she was investigating prior. And this is where I'll end my turn.
Alright. Wait, what the fuck? Why does it show Coco as dead?
That's what I've been wondering about. Like, I kept looking and I was like trying to... Oh,
Because he's listed as 0 HP in general.
Okay. Oh, because he's a familiar.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah,
Since Wylle is carrying the stone, can Coco maybe carry one of the books here?
yeah, sure, if you want. I mean, but the the books there were just kind of general books about like weather patterns and
Oh,
stuff. It wasn't like it was a journal or anything.
okay, forget it. He's just gonna run to the other side. Through Sigurdhur's legs and back to Wylle. Sorry, I abandoned you, sir.
All right, Wylle.
So seeing that everyone is now, out of the room and booking it, thankfully just as he said, he will make a dash for. Will this work? The control. No. Or maybe I didn't do it properly. What the?
Hmm.
I'm trying to see if maybe it's just a roll 20 thing. Okay, in that case, I have 60 feet of movement, so 10. All the way down to 40. And 60. There we go. Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
he's technically gone. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just.
Jump
I came back
scare.
the moment he was coming back. Yeah. There's not much else I could do here. So that's the end of my turn.
All right. All right. And as that happens, you can immediately hear behind you, Wylle. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Is 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, fuck it. Is you can immediately see squeezing out from the cracks of the door.
Oh, for the
It
love
shows
of
up in the hallway behind you.
God damn.
Distracted, please.
Yeah.
Is it looking at me or is it looking the other
Yes,
way?
it is looking directly at you.
Okay.
And it goes and points a finger at you, and I need you to roll a wisdom
fucking-
saving throw.
Oh god, it was nice knowing you guys.
No.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Unfortunately, as it goes and reaches out its finger in your direction, you can feel your mind once again assailed with these vivid images and
Can
concepts that you
can I
can't
use my
hope to
inspiration?
understand. Do you have inspiration?
I haven't or did you mean to take it off last time? Or earlier? Because you mentioned
you-
inspiration at the beginning of the...
But
Yeah.
that is, Anne has inspiration.
Oh,
Like
and
me?
specifically,
Why?
okay.
Yes, whoever does the recap gets the
Gotcha.
inspiration. For the
Oh,
session.
okay. Can I
That's
give
fair.
it to him?
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's what you get
it
for
was-
eating, I guess.
It was nice knowing you guys. Yeah, sorry, keep going.
As you are assailed with those images, you then go and take 12 points of
Fuck.
psychic damage.
The moment Wylle sees the finger pointing at him, he immediately starts like mumbling to himself, fuck, and as soon as the finger points at him, he just drops soulless.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you are now. Wylle basically drops in the hallway unconscious at this point. And that is going to end the creature's turn.
Oh, we're so fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, immediately, Silas is going to run out of the room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just enough. And yeah, immediately sees what's going on. And let's see, where is his thing here? Yeah, immediately you see Silas is going to go, and then he runs his hand over Mizu and Sigurdhur. You would be the only ones to see this. You can see Silas go and run his hand over his mask, and I believe, Mizu, you would still have Detect Magic up, is you would see that there is a flash of transmutation magic on him as Silas goes and then is able to actually wait, hold on, no, he's not able to. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just reading the effect of this. Yeah, and with that you see him leap from the position that he's in, dashing forward as he makes a strike at the creature here. And yep, that hits, dealing 6 as he deals a fairly hefty section to this thing. As you can see, almost the entire lower half of this thing fade away in the force of the kick, although it does then go and immediately reform immediately afterwards.
Okay.
Sigurdhur, it is now your turn.
Let's carry that man outside, shall we? First, I'm going to move my 3 times 10 feet of available movements because I'm carrying someone. Can I peek out in the hallway for free and see what's going on? Because I have no idea.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow it. Just this one case. Yeah, you can see that Silas you can probably see this right about as Silas is making the kick. Is half of the creature does appear to dissipate and then immediately reform afterwards. It does not appear to be very effective. And you do also see, actually, in this case, you wouldn't be able to see beyond that.
Yeah, if they're blocking the way, I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the dash action to move, 10 feet to where I am currently, 10 more feet here, and 10 more feet here. Do I have a better picture of what's going down the hallway?
Yeah,
now?
you can see immediately down at the end of the hallway, Wylle is slumped over on the floor. He does not appear to be bleeding or damaged, but he is unconscious.
Oh, what the fuck? Alright, that's the only thing I can do. Wait, no. Shit. Hold on a second, what's his name? My notes. Is Silas visibly bloodied?
No, it appears that he looks more or less fine at the moment, at the very least.
But I am bloodied.
And you can tell that he does look a little bit disheveled, but he is not necessarily hurt.
Alright. So as a result of the adrenaline hitting Sigurdhur, his wounds being quite severe, albeit psychological, Silas being disheveled, Wylle being unconscious on the ground, the overall chaos puts Sigurdhur in a situation of battle excitement, and I would like to rage as a bonus action.
Alright.
He loses a bit of his, I would say, sanity, and he starts smiling from one ear to the other, and it seems like there's a little bit of normalness that has escaped him. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, and don't forget to roll that D20.
D8, yes, you're right.
D8, rather.
Oh wow, yes, D8, because if it's one specific result, it could be very useful.
And let's see, what do you get?
6, wait, is it a 6 again?
Yep, it is a 6 again, so same as last time. A set of small lights begin flickering around you as your AC increases by 1.
And so does Silas's.
Exactly.
I'm going to make my aura, don't you worry about it.
Alright. And is that your turn?
It will be my turn, yes.
Alright. Back to Mizu.
Did Mizu hear any of the commotion outside?
All you would have heard was you heard a thud at the long way of the hallway, and then you immediately heard a kind of crack as Silas leaped from where he was to presumably do something. You didn't hear anything beyond that.
Alright. Shit. Mizu seems almost frozen in place because a part of her wants to go help, but she also knows that if she doesn't prepare now, they wouldn't have an escape route. In case the staircase is gonna get blocked by that thing, I guess. Oh shit, what do I pick? No! Okay, how much movement do I have if I go over and carry that water thing by myself?
It's going to be once you get over there, it is going to be dependent on an athletics check, because it is technically about 8 feet in length and 1 foot in width, or 1 to 2 feet in width.
Okay, that's 20.
Like this is effectively like a single person bath almost in size.
Both a good thing and a bad thing. Good for us having
A bath thing.
Oh my god, shut
Oh,
up.
please.
Good for them landing, but bad for her carrying it alone. But you know what? Fuck it. She's gonna try.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
+1 strength. Oof, oh shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, you go and start trying to pull at this thing, and it's just too heavy. The thing is filled up solid with water, and it's just too much for you to be able to pull out. You managed to pull it a couple of inches, but that is unfortunately it.
Fuck. Oh, okay.
So that is your action.
Unfortunately, I guess she'll have to abandon the idea. I don't see her staying there. Realizing that this is futile, she kinda, I wouldn't say she screams out, but she kinda like yelps out in frustration and just kinda shoves the thing over. And then dashes back out.
You've already used your action.
Oh, that's an action, right. Okay, then she moves.
Yes.
Wait, I moved 20.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 2 more spaces of movement. Yep.
Alright, then I'll move over here, and she's making her way out.
Alright. And Coco?
The thing is, Coco was technically on Wylle, and he didn't get moved with
Yeah,
Wylle.
I'll go and just move the boy down there. So, Coco is now, on Wylle as Wylle is unconscious on the floor.
Coco is like helplessly squeaking, trying to get him to move, and like pulling on his coat and trying to move him like towards the staircase. And yeah, unfortunately, that'll be his turn.
Alright.
Oh, baby. Oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Okay, and as it comes back to the creature's turn, Sigurdhur, you and point its finger at. Actually, hold on. I need to roll a d6. Fuck, come on, where is it? Ooh.
That's bad.
Yeah. So it rolled a 6. So as it goes and points a finger, you can see it raise its hand again as it just lets out this howling scream that just feels like your mind is just being force-fed things that you don't understand. As you are going to need to make a wisdom saving throw, and so will Silas.
Oh, wow.
Mizu,
Okay.
you are luckily kind of out of earshot.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't take this. And yeah, Sigurdhur, you take 9 psychic damage,
That's odd.
but you are not stunned.
Thank God.
Silas, however, is unfortunately not quite as lucky, as you can see there is like blood trickling out of his ears as he is completely locked in place.
Right. Come on.
Probably very similar to the same condition that you saw earlier, as it goes and kind of howls to itself and then begins to move out into another room. And that is going to end its turn. Silas is unfortunately stunned in place. You can see his muscles twitching, almost as if they're recognizing the different signals his brain is trying to send until eventually he is able to fully shake it. And he just eventually turns to you. You keep Roderick and go help Wylle. I'll go and deal with the beast. And that is going to end his turn. It is now your turn, Sigurdhur.
Well, I'm still carrying someone, so the only thing I can possibly do is dash to try and help Walf. So I will move 1, 2, 3 as part of my normal action.
Yeah, actually, I will actually retcon that a little bit. Actually, there is. Sorry, it wouldn't make sense for him to have said that because you are still carrying Roderick. So I apologize. That is.
Mizu heard it.
Um,
I mean, didn't you scream for him to help, for someone to help Wylle?
Yeah, basically.
Then Mizu would have heard it, I assume.
Okay.
I'm
All
just
right,
going to assume that
fine,
Sigurdhur,
we'll
because
keep
he was blood frenzied, didn't really pay attention. He has like one task, must do task, nothing else matters. So he's going to move 15 feet as part of his normal action while carrying Roderick. So it counts for 30, and 15 more as part of his dash action, which also counts for 30 because he's carrying someone. That will be his turn.
All right.
I'm going to end my turn. Or you can do it.
Alright, since she gave up on the frustrating task of moving that thing, she's in full survival mode and dashes. So that was 15. That's
Yeah, and you should be able to move until it starts turning red. Yeah, there, because that's your regular movement, and then the yellow movement should be your dash. Yeah, so you can luckily just make it.
Jesus.
Okay, can I help Wylle?
Roll a medicine check.
+5.
All right. So with that medicine check, you are able to stabilize Wylle to the point where he is no longer dying, but he is still unconscious. You can tell that the way that he fell, he fell kind of forward and ended up landing on part of his jaw.
Oh shit! Ignore that. Ignore that. I didn't know that's what that button was for.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Hold on, where were you? Were like 21.
He was way above the
yes,
monster.
21.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll just edit that. Here we go. Update combatant. 21. 21. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you are now considered stable, but you are not dying.
That's the best thing. So I assume I can't use another bonus to help him
You have used your action. You still have a bonus action, but you unfortunately would not be able to perform another skill check.
Oh, I can't carry him or anything?
Unfortunately, no. Trying to pick him up would be an action.
Alright, gotcha. Alright, as long as he's stable, that's fine. I'll end my turn.
Yeah, so it's Coco now.
The entire time, Coco has just been whining and squeaking helplessly until Mizu came over, and then he went back into nestling into his hood. And that's he's just there for flavor at this point.
He just sits on the back of Wyle's head.
He's gonna spend more time inside of Wyle's hood than Mizu's.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like the father who didn't want a dog.
Yeah, and it is at this case that all of you can immediately hear this as immediately coming around the corner, you can see the creature over here again. And it does take a moment to notice you, as it then surprisingly spends its action. It looks over to the side here and sees the large open hole in the wall. And that spends its action doing something you don't realize, or you don't recognize, rather, I should say.
Sorry,
It
I
is-
couldn't hear you. For some reason, the rustling on my end was louder than your voice.
Oh, the creature went and dove through another wall into the broken lab, and then was about to go and cast something at you before it noticed the gigantic open hole in the wall, and spends its action doing something that you don't recognize. Its form kind of shifts and warbles a little bit for just a very split second, almost as if it like breaks apart and then reforms in a second. And that is the end of its turn. And then immediately having recovered from the stun, Silas is going to go and immediately go and take the dash action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And attempt to basically body block this thing as much as he can. And kind of extends his arms. And he's going to shout out, "Don't let it escape!" Before he goes and ends his turn, and we are back to Sigurdhur.
I'm going to drop Roderick here.
Yeah, I will consider that a bonus action.
Thank you. And then rush into the broken lab. 1, 2. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you can see
and-
him.
Yeah, only
As-
Mizu would have been able to see it go through the wall.
As soon as I see that man in that thing in the corner of the door, I'm going to take my maul, swing it into my arm, into my hand. Sorry, do a little spinny thing with it, and smash the head of that thing from right to left.
Alright, you go and swing for the face.
Please work. There we go.
Sorry, I
Welcome.
forgot. Yeah, I forgot that it, I don't know if it displayed on the bottom, but it displays that, did it display that it missed?
It did display that it missed, yes.
Okay, yeah. So that is also another part of the combat HUD, is to be able to roll whether or not it hits or misses a specific target.
Okay, good to know.
Since that attack does unfortunately miss.
It's fine. I'm in contact with it. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to rumble. That's the end of my
Okay.
turn. There we go.
Mizu, so you are able to tell that Wylle is now stable. You can feel him breathing a little bit easier now at the very least, but he is still unfortunately unconscious.
Since it feels like Mizu's spells don't really work on this thing, at least from the orb that she hauled at it earlier, she is gonna haul Wylle over her shoulder, like with the arm, and try to carry him.
Okay.
And her plan is to hopefully, first of all, get the 2 people out first that are down.
Yeah, I would say that, yeah, you are only able to carry one, or semi-carry one person at a time.
Semi-carry?
Yeah, like arm over the shoulder, kind of holding him up like that.
Yeah, I don't think she can carry them like Sigurdhur did anyway.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, Okay, so Mizu's gonna carry Wylle and Coco apparently down here.
Yeah, Coco just leaps out of the hood and starts like trying to drag Wylle by the pant leg.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing before Mizu came. Okay, she's like dragging him down, or like carrying him down the stairs. I think I can't go any further, so we'll just
Yeah, it is difficult move. It is technically halved movement, so you would be able to get him to about like here probably.
All right, that's
Yeah, so you would be right about there. Okay. And then Coco spends his turn moving. While you are still technically unconscious, but actually, am I? I'm trying to just check a room because death saves are medicine check is able to get you to stable, but not 1 HP, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because you need healing for that. Okay. I just wanted to double check. I'll be honest, been a while since I've had
Wait.
death saving throws, but yeah.
Did you skip Coco's turn?
Yeah, Coco spent his turn helping you drag.
Oh shit.
Wylle.
Okay, gotcha. Never mind then.
Was there something else you wanted him to do?
They still have a greater healing potion. Oh, not greater. They had one healing potion, I remember.
Okay. So do you want Coco to look for that?
Yeah, but it's okay. It's already way past that point.
It literally only just passed. I can go and move that back.
Oh, I feel like because I would have suggested that Coco would have tried to look for the healing potion and Wild's belongings in his bag.
Okay, so let's see how smart the boy is.
He's not very smart.
Jesus, he rolled a nat 20.
Oh, wow.
He's got a -4 int modifier, but he rolled a nat 20, so luckily this little boy's already been rifling through Wyle's bag enough. He knows what's in there. He's already tried to steal half of it. And he goes in there and grabs I believe it was a potion of lesser healing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah, true.
he is able to go and pull it out, but he is not able to necessarily position it onto Wylle. He's unfortunately does not have opposable thumbs.
That's fine. I feel like at
Do
this
they?
point, I just know they have like weird hands. Like otters have weird hands. But either way, as soon as Coco pulls it out, Mizu sees it, and that's what
They do have thumbs.
Oh,
Yeah, they do actually have opposable thumbs. I was just about to say, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah. He is able to like hold on to it with both of his hands, but he unfortunately still does not necessarily have the dexterity to go and actually like pull the cork out or anything. He kind of like pulls the cork out with his teeth, but he doesn't really know what to do with it. He kind of just is holding it up for you.
that as long as Mizu sees it, that's all that matters. Thank you. All right, that's it for his turn.
All right. So now we are going to back to the Aleph. So immediately, I keep saying that. Sorry. So starting on the creature's turn, it goes and points a finger at you, Sigurdhur, and I need you to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
This is fine. Wisdom save.
You have inspiration. Don't forget that. Yeah.
I will use inspiration.
Would you roll that?
Oh, thank God.
Much better. So you
Oh,
can feel this thing attempt to try seize at your mind once again. And luckily enough, you knowing what it is about, you are able to shake it off completely as this thing rolled nat 1. So I'm going to say that you feel it seize your mind for a second, but you are able to force it out because of your current kind of battle high. And then it is at that point that Silas is going to go and take another swing as well. Where the fuck is it? One. Alright, yeah, he is able to go and take another swing at the creature with his kicks as he deals 7 damage to this thing. As you see it swipe, his legs swipe through the creature once again, and this thing, as it dissipates, you can tell that it is taking longer and longer for this thing to be able to reform every single time you hit it. While it appears very ethereal and it's difficult to damage it physically, it is working. And it is now your turn.
right. Oh, come on.
And
But he
that
was
hits.
right there.
Yeah, that hits, and you deal... you deal 5 bludgeoning damage. I have to round it. I have to figure out how to get it to round up. But, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's not auto-applying. Oh, it did auto-apply. Okay, good. Yeah, as you go and swing through this thing, you go and swipe right through the head, taking the head clean off. and it just very, very barely is able to start forming itself back. It is basically just a lower jaw in the body at this point. Mizu, it is now your turn. So Coco is now presenting you with a little tiny potion of healing.
It's like, ta-da! Mizu's gonna lean while against the corner of, like, over here, you know, the wall here. And then takes the vial from Coco's hands and then tries to, like, pour it into Wyle's mouth. I assume you have to drink it.
Yeah, you would have to drink it. As we can discuss other rulings, like throwing potions at some other point. But for now, yes, you just tilt him against the wall and pour the potion in his mouth. And hold on, where's Wyle's? I thought I had Wyle's sheet open.
Well, yeah, she leans him against the wall.
I just wanted to double check which healing potion that was.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. It's just a normal potion.
Yeah, so it is 2d4 plus 2. So I'm going to go and mark that used. And yeah, if you want to use that while, just add however much health you get back.
Fuck.
So yeah, you get it is 2d4 plus 2, so you rolled 2, 1, so you get 4 health back.
Yeah, I just get 4 health.
But that does at the very least wake you up.
Yeah.
Immediately you find yourself in the stairwell, leaned up against the wall with...
Yeah, I just immediately start a fucking coughing fit.
Damn.
Coco is doing
All
a
right.
celebratory Fortnite dance.
No!
Does he start orange justicing?
You just see him on Wyle's shoulder, like, doing the Fortnite.
Jeez. Oh, that's cursed.
It's just great.
Alright, and is that your turn?
Seeing that Wylle is at least awake, Mizu will now proceed to walk over to... I think Rodriguez was over here?
Yeah, Roderick is right here. Unfortunately,
Okay.
did not put a token there because I did not expect that we were going to be moving him.
Alright, so yeah, she's gonna move over. She was gonna move over here and then try to carry, like, you know, semi-carry him as well. As much as she can.
Okay.
How much movement did I have left? I didn't pay attention.
There's
3.
1, 2, 3, 4. You have 2 spaces left.
So
So
she's
if you were
gonna-
trying to carry him, you have 1 space.
Right, yeah, then she's gonna move here. At least Sigurdhur is blocking the view.
Yeah. Actually, just very quickly, I would like you to roll an athletics check.
Come on, Mizu, show us your athletics.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, it takes you a little bit to go and get him. You aren't able to get him up over your shoulder, but you are able to kind of drag him by the hand.
Weak ass bitch.
So he's still working, but it's gonna be difficult to move him around. And then is Coco still just dancing?
He's with Wylle, yeah.
Okay. Wylle, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly stand up. Holy shit. My head is currently fucking throbbing. I am pissed off. I'm going to continuously fucking insult the thing again, because I can't really do much else. So, a nice little wisdom saving throw of 15.
Mm-hmm. And it fails immediately as these words leave your mouth. You can see its shape and form start wibbling and warbling again, as it almost seems like it's being torn between where it is and where it is going.
Fuck.
As it takes
God damn.
1 psychic damage.
Yeah, so you just hear Wylle from the stairs angrily screaming at the at the poor whatever that thing is, man. Whatever.
Yeah.
And he's gonna pop downstairs.
All right.
Not to leave the others, but
To get out of the way, at least.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can get help.
He's not feeling good. If anything else happens, he's knocked out and he's gonna know it.
What was that?
He still had prone on him. And let's see. Roll another d6. It does not. Okay. And as this is all going on, it reaches out its hand directly at you, Sigurdhur. And I need you to roll me another DC. Actually, hold on, sorry, no, it rolls this against your AC.
Okay.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Ooh.
For... This thing goes and reaches out its hands directly for your face, even while it doesn't have a head, and just is barely able to grasp at your face as you feel a pulse of psychic damage just roil through your head as you take 9 psychic damage.
Him down.
And you just thud to the floor.
Fuck.
Ah,
Okay,
shit.
sorry, Mizu can't carry that.
Yeah. And as it kind of does, you can see it kind of pull a shadowy wisp of essence from your body as its head fully reforms.
Oh man. Oh, this is bad.
Yep. And at this point, Silas is finally up to go. You see him actually go and take out that knife that you saw him take out earlier before, and he is going to swing at it again, fairly desperately. And let me roll this. Yep, 22 hits. Jesus, boy. As he then goes and slashes directly at this thing. And as he does, he slices it directly through its core. As you can see it start to send off these shadowy pulses of energy that just keep coming off. It just poo, 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 poo. As eventually it goes and fades away into the ether.
Okay.
Never again. We're going back home, guys. McDonald's is on me.
And it's at that point that you can see that another small shadowy shard of that black crystal that Coco picked up drops from where its core was. And it's at that point you can see Silas himself drop to one knee and immediately go over and kind of lay a hand on Sigurdhur's chest. As Sigurdhur, you are now considered stabilized.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And you can tell that Silas is very much as haggard as the rest of you are. And just kind of ends up after Sigurdhur is stabilized, he kind of goes back and leans himself up onto the wall as he starts catching his breath as well. And he just turns to the rest of you. Well, I very much think that we've found what caused the disruptions up here.
Hearing that, wow, just kind of like peek. Oh, God, come, move! Oh, it's because it's not my turn.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
combat.
sorry. End combat. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, yeah. The moment he hears like Silas like slump down and just talk normally, while it's like, oh, and he peeks out from the stairs and sees that the ghost is nowhere to be seen, and he's just like, oh.
Yeah, you can see that there's like shadowy wisps that are almost rising from the floor like smoke right here next to Sigurdhur.
After
Okay.
that's done, Mizu also falls to her knees and just deflates.
Yeah.
Never in her entire life has she felt this useless before.
While I was holding onto his head, it is fucking throbbing and it hurts, but at least they're all alive.
Yay!
Appearing from the stairwell once again, you do actually see the Drake immediately wind up the stairs, and you do also see following behind it Varys Del Rossi, who
Son of a
immediately
bitch.
comes up and takes a look at what's going on, sees Silas against the wall, while I'm assuming you're probably bleeding a little bit from the head
Yeah.
and sees Sigurdhur on the floor and immediately just rushes over to see what is going on.
Yeah. Wow, it's just like, we're good. We're alive. We're good.
Yeah, he just kind of
Don't
looks
talk
at,
too loudly.
looks at you, looks at Sigurdhur, looks at Silas, and then looks at the smoke rising from the floor that wasn't there back when he was here. Yes, it looks like you've had some fun without me, it would seem. My masked friend over there.
That's what you want to call it.
Yeah, and you can see Silas kind of just wave off at him as if saying "fuck off," and he immediately goes and moves into the area and begins kind of inspecting where this thing was. And you can actually see him take a couple of vials out from a pack at his side, and he actually holds them upside down above the where the smoke is and collects a small jar of the smoke. As Varys comes up the stairs, Sigurdhur, you do eventually start waking up. Is surprisingly enough, as Varys is walking by, he kind of taps you with the foot, Sigurdhur, and you immediately heal for how much is this going to be?
He healed him with his foot?
You heal for 7 damage.
With his foot?
How nice.
I mean, it just said, all it says is cure wounds is ranged touch. Doesn't say it has to be your hand.
With his foot?
Stop.
He just taps Sigurdur's leg with his foot, and you immediately heal for 7, Sigurdhur.
Oh, my head hurts.
And then goes and sees that Roderick is still unconscious right over here, and he's going to just very quickly kind of step over you, Sigurdhur, as you are waking up, and he's going to go and start taking a look at Roderick now. And kind of while all of this is going on, he's just going to kind of be saying, "Well, it seems you've all had quite an experience without me. Hopefully it wasn't too much fun. Although it does look like Roderick here is a bit worse for wear. Any ideas on what could have caused it, aside from the creature there?"
Coco scurries through the hood and pulls up the stone. And then...
Wasn't there one where the thingy died as well?
Yeah, he picked it up.
And then he gave the stone to Varys.
Yeah, Varys will kind of just open his hand for Coco to kind of drop it. And he eventually does so, and then kind of goes over it with his glasses, kind of trying to take a look at it from a different angle and trying to figure out what is actually going on with that. And then at that point is going to go and signal for Silas to come over, and Silas kind of very exhaustedly pushes himself up from his sitting position against the wall, kind of a little bit more politely. He kind of squeezes between you, Sigurdhur, and Mizu. He doesn't step over you.
Okay.
And Varys kind of smacks, as the two are kind of passing each other, Varys and Silas kind of smack hands. And at this point, I believe, Mizu, your detect magic would have gone off, because is that concentration once you cast it?
Good question. Let me go look.
Because the big question is if it would still be
concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So you would have dropped it by, unless you were. I don't believe you cast anything else that had concentration, so it might still be up if you wanted to have that be focused.
No, the entire time Mizu has been trying to find a way out for them.
Okay, so she would have dropped concentration?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So at that point, you can see the two of them kind of just slap hands, and there's a slight magical flash that appears to then kind of roll its way over Silas, as he then starts kind of inspecting Roderick, and he is going to gets advantage on this. But apparently it doesn't fucking help because he rolled 2 3s. Is he kind of rolls Roderick over and like checks his pulse, checks his breathing, and opens one of his eyes, checks it, and just kind of looks back to Varys and just kind of shakes his head at the moment, kind of almost insinuating that they're not going to be able to do anything right here. And that's kind of about all that they're going to really be able to do. So Varys will kind of sigh and put his hand on his hip a bit defeatedly. Well, we're going to have to see if we can't piece together the route over the course of the night. I suppose we'll head out first thing in the morning. First thing before morning light, in order for us to be able to reach Weave by the end of the day. I'm sure all of you have earned more than a significant rest. We'll go and have you... we'll go and have the local clerics take a look at you and get you back up to fighting shape. And I suppose in the meantime, we'll try to figure out what exactly Mr. Truegust here was trying to get us set up with for the border crossing. But in the meantime, good work. I'll go and make sure that we have extra paperwork filled out for you to get paid for this endeavor, because this is certainly not what we were being paid to handle. And then we should hopefully be convening at probably early morning tomorrow before light.
Wylle is gonna say, he's gonna raise his hand. Right. Okay. 2 things. One, I'm not sure if I'm the only one that heard this, but while we were fighting the thing, it kept repeating weave and border. So I'm guessing this, whatever that thing was, had something to do with where we plan on going. As for the second thing, he pulls out a small vial of blood from his backpack with the sticker and says, "I need to have this delivered to someone. Do you know anyone that could bring it back to the guild?"
Yeah, he kind of reaches out to go and take the vial. Do you give it to him?
Yeah, no, he's not even gonna even try to stop him.
Yeah, he takes the vial and he goes and kind of turns it over to get a good look at the posters. He says, "Yes, we should be able to load this into any mail carrier heading north, and it should be able to reach Belmare proper without any issue."
All right, perfect. Those are the only 2 things I had for you.
Yeah, and I would say at this point, knowing everything that you've personally experienced, Wylle and Mizu roll Arcana checks. Oh wait, no, that is acrobatics.
Where is it? There it is. Man.
Okay, so knowing kind of exactly what you have experienced, and especially all of the context leading up to all of this, while you know that this is some kind of a ghost or apparition, this definitely appears to have been screwing with Roderick's head, which makes sense given the journal entries that you found, but you're not entirely sure what type of apparition. And Mizu, you have studied all kinds of different arcanic creatures, and especially dealing with last rites and burials, or at the very least, rituals regarding helping people pass on. You would eventually realize this is a creature called an Allip, Allip. This is kind of an apparition. Is usually these are cursed beings that have been transfigured by some kind of primordial truth that has been cursed by whoever is hiding that truth. Generally, once they are cursed, the beings kind of disapparate into these ghostly figures that attempt to basically lessen their own suffering, their own cursed existence in that point. by effectively dumping the cursed knowledge that they have onto living beings. And it's fairly obvious at this point that that is exactly what happened to poor Roderick here. And you would understand at that point that he is probably going to be fine. He just needs to actually get some actual rest, because this thing was basically dumping information into his mind while he was sleeping, which is why he effectively didn't get sleep. So he's just exhausted and just needs to rest for a few days. And Varys seems to kind of be pondering the same thing, but you can kind of tell that he's a little bit stumped.
I mean,
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna say any of that to the Varys, or you're just gonna be like, yeah, I know it's
no
this.
one says anything. What's?
I was about to say something.
Oh yeah, do it.
Silas,
Yes.
don't get hammered with us tonight.
We'll see how long recuperation takes.
Come on.
Oh, God.
Everybody knows booze helps with the recuperation. Come on.
Yeah, you can actually see that he actually goes and takes off the mask finally and puts it back to his side, and you can actually see that he is actually bleeding from the eyes a little bit.
It's just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound.
It's technically not, it is a psychic wound.
Don't spill the nitty-gritty with me. Come on, have a drink with us.
Yeah, he just doesn't respond at that point. He's still attending to Roderick, who he eventually kind of picks Roderick up and then goes and just kind of drags him over into the private bedroom here. And that is, unless there is anything else anybody else wants to do, that is more or less where we will end the session.
Yay!
Good luck, everyone.
Yay.
We almost died.
Yeah, so effectively right now it's probably about like 4 or 5 o'clock, and Varys has stated that because of the time window that they have, effectively you will have to pretty much move before first light. So it is kind of assumed that even though it's only like 5 or 6 o'clock, you're going to have to probably sleep very, very soon in order to get a full rest.
I mean, we all know that Siggy's getting hammered, but Mizu's gonna head straight to bed for my long rest.
Yeah, well as well. But with a fucking massive headache like he does, he's going straight to bed.
Yeah, effectively, Varys brings you all to a local apothecary that has beds waiting for you. Everything is pretty much paid for by the guild, and they can tend to all of your wounds and give you a place to sleep. And it is assumed that basically you will be getting up several hours before first light to be able to actually make the border crossing. So basically everybody mark off a full rest, and that is where we will end it.
Yeah.
Okay.